I got you. Just give me 1 minute and I'll be ready to rock and roll, brother. All right?
All right.
What's up, chat? Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing good. Knicks lose again, but a 28-point lead. I know we're a day late, but listen, it was hard to come on here last night and say what we wanted to say. I got a little video I'm going to play for you guys real quick.
You know, I got a good friend that's a Knicks fan that just sent me a text message. You know what he said to me?
What was it?
All Knicks fans, this is how we feel right now.
He praises the Lord. He tithes. He prays every day.
I know I
He
pray.
mentors kids.
I mentor.
We as Knicks fans deserve better than this.
Right.
And he's absolutely right. The New York Knicks are a national disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. They're horrible. Tibbs, we're hearing that the New York Knicks as an organization ain't too fond of him these days. He might be out. I don't give a damn if he was going tonight.
Nobody
Julius Randle,
does.
I'm done with him. Leon Rose, I mean, we got inmates in state penitentiaries more visible than this man. He's the president of basketball operations. We can't find this man. They are trash. Horrible. No KD, no Kyrie, no Ben Simmons. And you lose a 28-point lead courtesy of a rookie by the name of Cam Thomas, who's decent, probably good. 16 points in the fourth quarter. The New York Knicks are trash. Spike Lee shouldn't even show up for the rest of the season. Tracy Morgan, don't go. Don't go. Nobody goes. You're horrible. I'm so done with this team. You just stink. All the excuses. Brooke, I am officially embarrassed that there is video out of me last year talking about New York stand-up. Well, I am embarrassed. I'm not finished, Jalen. I mean, this is a disgrace. I owe Jay Williams a Tom Ford suit. I owe Wilbon dinner, whatever restaurant he wants. God knows what pair of sneakers Jalen gonna come up with for me to buy. What the hell you want, Greedy? I mean, I ain't got a choice. I mean, it's just horrible. Horrible. I'm done. I wish Knicks fans boycott this team. I'm just sick of it. You lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder in double overtime. You giving up 20-point leads like it's going out of style. And then tonight, with KD and Ben Simmons in street clothes, doing number high-fiving cats. This team led by a rookie named Cam Thomas,
young squad,
comes back on y'all and erases a 28-point. I am done. I don't want to go to the Garden. I don't even want to drive by the Garden. I'm sick of this team. I'm done. Done.
New York, sit down. That is one report. And here's the second one. William Wesley is pointing finger at Tom Thibodeau's Knicks as the struggles continue. Man. We got lots to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in 30 seconds with Zenray from Zenray Sports TV. I'm Juby the Tubi. Just give me 30 seconds, guys. Forget about it. What's up, everybody? I'm Juby the Tubi. You hear a family above everything. Listen, the Knicks don't get no introduction. They get no song and dance. We're sick and tired of it. We're tired of the nonsense. We're tired of the losses. You heard Stephen A. Smith speaking like every true Knicks fan out here. But I appreciate you guys checking this out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're stumbling down a path that Tom Thibodeau is on the hot seat. And I think if it continues like this, he will be fired. But let's get Zenray in here. see what he has to say. I haven't spoken to him yesterday about the game. I'm sure he's got a lot to say. Again, I'm Juby the Tubi. You're here with family above everything. Let's get Zenray in here and let's see what he got to say. Hey, Zenray.
Welcome
What's
everyone from New York Sports Straight Talk. I was just talking about Cam Thomas, who was invisible in the first half, and in the second half, he turned out to be this guy the Knicks were looking to draft. I mean, I was hoping the Knicks drafted him. He was known to have this good outside shot, and he proved they have a lot of good shooters. But the most embarrassing thing is they didn't have their main three stars there: Simmons, Durant, and Kyrie Irving. How do you justify to the Knicks all these 4 games that you had, 3 games in a row, and now you come back home twice, back-to-back games at home, and you lose the way you're losing, the fashion you're losing? James Dolan left that game in the fourth quarter after the Nets were ravishing a lead, and just imagine James Dolan is sitting at Madison Square Garden and hearing all these Net fans coming out of the woodwork with Brooklyn jerseys on, cheering. That didn't make him feel any good, believe me. But so James Dolan to leave the game in disgust, because as you know, the James Dolan look, he was not happy. I see some kind of meeting with the Fab Four, Thibodeau, everyone. Scott Perry, Worldwide West, Leon Rose, Tom Thibodeau. Everybody's going to be in a room, and they're going to say, what the hell is going on here? And once again, the young kids, Juby, are not getting the time of day.
Salute to you guys at Zenray Sports TV. Hope you guys are doing good and staying safe out there. Listen, I just played a video from my chat of Stephen A. Smith's heart, soul, pain. His heart is broken, just like every Knick fan out there. Exactly what he said in his little interview on last night on his broadcast. I was able to share it. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it on Zenray Sports TV. But oh my God, the man felt like we all felt. He's disgusted. He's heartbroken. He said it. He said last season, I said, New York, stand up. New York, we here. And he was like, I don't know what was wrong with me. He said he's embarrassed.
His words were, I'm embarrassed. He said,
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed for making those comments last year.
Terrible, terrible. He's done with Julius. Even though Julius had another triple-double, so you can't put the blame on Julius. The man can only do but so much. But
I don't think that's the part he's talking about, Juby.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to have to get something for him because he's not a New York guy. He's not the star you're looking for. And if you get a value for something for him, you get him. It's like Quickly and all these guys. Their value has gone down. Quickly's first good game was yesterday, and Thibodeau sat him down. And Burks, he has a love affair with Burks. He must be there's some kind of relationship. He must be a son-in-law or something.
I've been saying it.
He has a love relationship with Burks. Burks is his guy.
I've been saying it, guys. I've been saying it that he must invite Burks to dinner along with Julius Randle every single week because it's crazy. But besides how Stephen A. Smith felt, and just like all of us at Knick Nation feel, there was an article today on New York Post that Worldwide West, Rose, and Dolan sat down with Tom Thibodeau, and Worldwide West says that a lot of the issues have to come from Tom Thibodeau. So we all know the thing is inevitable. We all know, Knick Nation knows, I think everybody knows that in due time, if this continues to happen, which I don't see it getting better, I think we're spiraling down a hill right now that there's no recovering from. They're looking for Derrick Rose to be their savior. I don't think that's going to happen. But I see Tom Thibodeau definitely, if this continues, ladies and gentlemen, getting fired. Because like my partner just finished saying a few seconds ago, you lose to a young Brooklyn Nets team, a.k.a. the New Jersey Nets, without a Kevin Durant, without a Kyrie Irving, without a Ben Simmons, to a young, pretty decent roster, but you have a 28-point lead. You're at home in front of the owner, in front of everybody. You get embarrassed. forest. And when it's supposed to be Knick fan in there chanting for the Knicks, they were chanting for Brooklyn. So like you said, Zenray, the taste that was left in Jim Dolan's mouth and Knick Nation is a salty taste. And right now, like I said, I have it right behind me. This man, all he says. I have to do what I think is best. People are going to earn minutes. He continues with that same crap. And times need to change. Take it away, Zenray.
This is a coach that's coaching in a way which is not Van Gundy, who's probably my first choice before they got him. I mean, he took his name out of the hat.
Quick.
He was saying that he has to make players accountable, Julius Randle included, and that you need to get a point guard in. He was saying a lot of facts yesterday. Burks is not a point guard. Quickly is not a point guard. You have a point guard in Deuce McBride. He just racked up another 23 points and 9 assists back in Westchester. What is the easy math going on here? You can't go no wrong. You're losing the games anyway. This Knicks team, the way it is constituted right now, they're not going to make the play-in, Juby. But if you bring these young kids who are motivated, you have to give Obi Toppin. His value is down. He's not getting the playing time. Cam Reddish, you give up a number 1 pick for him. His value is down. You're not playing him. What was the reason? What's the disorganization? And if that meeting did happen, like you're mentioning, and they're blaming Thibodeau, I think this is last year. I think next year they're going to get somebody else. You need a youth, a coach that could move the youth in the. Look, the other night, we lose to the Trailblazers. We lose to who was the other team after that? We lost
Utah, OKC, and the Lakers.
And the same formula. He used the same formula for each one. And you know that we spoke about this in our last show. You know the moves they're gonna make. The coaches, the league knows. Juby, I hate for the man to get fired because you have to give him that kind of respect. And you notice that normally Knicks fans will say Thibodeau sucks, whatever, but they have high praise and respect for Tom Thibodeau, what he's done in the past. But I think that's what Thibodeau's living. He's living his past. So players have to earn their minutes, McBride is roasting up the G League. There's nothing to prove for him out there. I think for me, that's proving.
Yeah.
He's playing. That's for me.
100%.
That's for me, especially when you have no point guard. He could have used them until Rose got back and see what you had in him. But he decided to play quickly. And I think that's a lot of reasons why Quickly's didn't play well this year, because he's not a point guard and you put him in a situation for him to fail. You have to put players in a position to succeed. Where to put Obi Toppin? Like last night, and you always say this. When I was watching last night, I said, "Damn, Juby hit this right on the head the other night." So Gibson gets 26 minutes. Yeah, he had 25 minutes yesterday, but Toppin gets 11. Gibson played horrible, couldn't handle him. Look, with Toppin's athleticism, because Drummond was a beast last night. Okay, Drummond was a beast. But in 23 minutes of play, Drummond had 11 points, but he had 19 rebounds. You could have given a lot of that time to Toppin, let him flirt. Toppin was playing well.
He was.
He missed his 3-pointers, but he was playing well overall. He had 4 rebounds. He had an assist. He had a block shot. His effort was there. What more effort does Tom Thibodeau need to put? He has no faith in Toppin. You can tell him that was in his draft pick. Toppin, he doesn't like Toppin because he doesn't play him. Cam Reddish, he has no faith in him.
He has no faith in none of the young guys, in my opinion. He has faith in Alex Burke, Julius Randle, Taj Gibson, all the guys who've had 5 years plus in this league. That's what he likes. And you see that, it's funny because Steve Nash, I was watching his interview and they asked him, what did you say to motivate your team? And he said the perfect thing. He said, I went in there and I challenged them as individuals. I told them, I challenge you to challenge yourself. And that's exactly how I motivated them. They came out, they played with heart, they played with energy. I hated to lose to them because nobody wants to lose to the cross-time rivals. Just like the Giants losing to the Jets or the Yankees losing to the Mets. If you're a Yankee fan, hence the hat. But that one kind of, to me personally, I know we've said this in the past, and I know they just lost to OKC, one of the worst teams in the NBA. To me, last night, that was the worst loss of the season for me personally. It was so bad that I texted Zen Ray, and I told him, Ray, I don't even want to come on because I was just in so disgust with what I saw. Because, listen, I even texted him in the first quarter or the second quarter, and I told him, who is this team that I'm watching? I swear to everything, guys. About 3 minutes later, I said I shouldn't have not texted him because I already know what's going to happen in that third and fourth quarter. And wouldn't you know, I spoke it into the universe. The Knicks started tumbling down. We need a new coach. And not just to say, this is not all on Tom Thibodeau's coach. I'm going to say something really quickly here. I watch Knick Fan TV. I watched all these guys. And like myself, they see my point of view. The issue is not only Tom Thibodeau. It is Leon Rose and West and Worldwide West. Whatever, Leon Rose and Worldwide West also. They need to be held accountable. They've done jack since they've been here. Like we spoke about in the last show. Credibility for free agents. Attract stars. Attract this. Attract nothing. Fasul they attract. So they need to... I don't know what's going on here, guys. They're living off of Steve Mills. And I thought about this last night. Steve Mills got Julius Randle. Right? Julius Randle is our star. What has Worldwide West and the other guy brung here? They brought Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, because Derrick Rose was already here too.
And Kemba Walker, no one in the league wanted him. So yeah, that's nothing. No one in the league wanted him. No, everybody knew he had bad knees.
Yeah.
So the only one that decided to get him. And Fournier, you had to overpay him to bring him here, which I don't know what his value was or who was going after him. But the Knicks have a lot of answers to I mean, and the answer that they need to do is to give to Knick Nation. Leon Rose is not talking. He's hiding. I don't know where he's hiding at. Worldwide West, Scott Perry, they mum. They're not saying anything. And then for the owner to be at the game last night, to be at the game and walk out in the fourth quarter, the game is not even finished yet, didn't have faith that the team could come back, leaves the game. And hearing Brooklyn Net fans behind him cheering their team at the Mecca. That didn't leave a good taste in his mouth, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely. Listen, Steve Smith said it right. At this point, all fans should boycott Knick games. They don't deserve us to be there. Quite frankly, if it wasn't because we love coming on here, guys, and I love hanging out with Zen Ray and everybody here, I wouldn't even want to speak about them right now until they get their stuff ready, because it's come to a point now where it's the same song and dance. We come on here, we say the point guard. I know they hear it. If we say it and the newspapers say it, they know what's going on. Tom Thibodeau knows that his head is being called out. And that it's crazy. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith said it perfectly last night. For you guys who haven't seen that video, if you want to catch it on Minds, you can. Or if not, just go to ESPN.com and you can watch a broken Stephen A. Smith speaking for all of Knick Nation. And not only Stephen A. Smith, Spike Lee at Madison Square Garden yesterday. They had a close-up of him when the Knicks lost the lead. And Spike Lee, if I could read his words, his thoughts, he probably was like, I'm not coming to a game for the rest of the year. I'm done. I can't deal with this anymore, because the Knicks it's a mental thing right now. It's not even a skill factor too. It's a mental thing with the players. The confidence level in them is completely sucked out. And if Tom Thibodeau can't get that right in their head and get them rolling, then the man needs to go. And I don't even want to wait for next season. Everybody keeps saying, let's give him until next season. Fire that man if you want to fire him this year, if they don't change course, let him go, start the new season with a brand new coach. And it doesn't make no sense to have this man continue to doing what he's doing with the players that we have and not give the youngsters any time of day.
I totally agree. I think you're onto something. Right now, the Knicks have to do something. They have to do something, inject some kind of life. And I think what the Knicks need to do is, if you do get rid of them, get one of the assistant coaches there. You have some talented assistant coaches there that been coaching these young kids.
Is Kenny Payne still with the team?
Who's that?
Kenny Payne, the guy from Kentucky.
That was the word I was talking about. Kenny Payne is still with the team. Bring him on.
Let him coach.
Bring him on.
Yeah.
I mean, let him coach. I mean, because he's coaching the young kids anyway. Let me see who all the assistants are there. That's what they have to do. If these coaches been coaching up these young kids, they know what they're seeing in these kids. Just because they're not showing Thibodeau that they're working hard and not working hard. Like if you look at Deuce McBride has proven a lot in the G League. I don't know what more you have to prove. And you needed a point guard through all this time? And then you go back to why the Knicks are really losing more games than they should be losing. Is you decide to put Barrett through the ending of a game that they were going to lose. They were getting blown out. And he gets injured. That's another mistake on his end. I don't know what... And then he makes a statement that he doesn't regret. But what are you saying? You're antagonizing Nick Nation. You're a smart coach. You need your players. You don't need them to be out there. Have the young kids their time out there. I don't know, Juby. I don't know what to say. We can go over some numbers if you like. The numbers say it all, basically.
Mitchell Robinson had a horrible game last night. I don't know what happened to Mitch last night.
Well, remember, Mitch was running around to the 3-point range and guard him, so they took him away from the paint. And that's why Mitch, look, and plus, I think he was in foul trouble, too. He got fouls, 3 quick fouls in the beginning. That affected him as well. But look, at the end, the Knicks have to get another coach in here within the organization and let them play it out the rest of the season. And then from there on, make a decision sometime next year. So if you look at the game, the teams evened up on the field goals 43% apiece. 3-point range was close. Knicks 37%, and they had 32%. We beat them also in the free throws, 88% to 60. Rebounds, they killed us on the boards, 51 to 44. The turnovers, we had more turnovers than them by 1. Points in the paint, that's where we got killed, 46 to 36. Fast break points, Knicks had 19. They only had 6. They converted 10 points out of it. They converted 15. And the largest lead, the Knicks had 28. Nets had 6. And the rebounds, obviously, I told you about that. So the Knicks lost it in the paint and in the rebounds. And second-hand points that they had from the rebounds. I mean, they had easy rebounds the Knicks could have taken last night. It was just watching each other, and the Knicks watched the Nets hustle them out toward the end of the game. That's where they won the game. Team hustle.
Yeah.
So,
it was so hard to see Kevin Durant's Twitter last night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, the salt that he threw on Nick Nation in Madison Square Garden. He said, "Oh, what a great win tonight at Barclays." Oh, I mean MSG. Like, it's crazy, man. He knows. He said that it sounded like he was at the Barclays Center with all the fans cheering. And again, like you said, Zenra, you made a great point. Jim Dolan, say what you want about the man. You hate him. You love him. I don't think nobody loves him. But you hate him. And the guy is the owner of that team. And he got firsthand witness of the Knicks blowing a 28-point lead and Brooklyn fans standing up and coming back, and it can't feel good. It cannot feel good. The players right now are in a bad place. Like I said, Derrick Rose is going to come back right after the All-Star break. So is RJ Barrett. They cannot expect Derrick Rose to come and be the savior of this team. The man's going to need at least another week or two to get into the groove of things. For those of y'all who play basketball, you know what that's like. You need a couple of weeks to get into the groove. You need the what do you call it? The cardio aspect of it. So listen, I don't know what's going to happen. I know he said that changes are going to happen. Unless you tell me McBride is going to start at your point guard, or Quickly is going to start at your point guard, and you're going to stop playing Thibodeau's favorite, Alex Burks, all these minutes. I just don't see it, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's sad because, in the beginning of the year, we were like, Knicks are going to make the 4th seed, the 3rd seed, the 6th seed, and here we are on February 17th saying that the Knicks did a great job. They had all of us fooled. Fool's gold for Knick Nation. Instead of us talking about the playoffs, we're talking about Tom Thibodeau being possibly fired and what good draft picks can we come up with this upcoming offseason.
It's amazing that in the beginning of the season, our aspects would see if they advanced an extra round. But now it seems like we could be a top 10 pick again this year.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Knicks can go from here. I don't know. I'm speechless.
We're all lost for words, Knick Nation. That's exactly what it is. It's that you can only say so much negativity. We're both positive people, and it feels like the last few weeks it's nothing but negativity that we've come on here, with the exception of beating Golden State, which maybe the sun was shining in the right direction for once. But it's just crazy the stuff we see. I don't even know when we play our next game. I'm just gonna mark it as a loss because we play we play Miami Heat. Miami Heat is coming to town
Friday after the All-Star game.
Oh, that's right. That's the last game before the All-Star game. We got one more.
So this Friday, then.
This Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and then we get to see Obi Toppin maybe win the slam dunk contest, and that'll be the only thing that the Knicks can win this season, with the exception of Quentin Grimes. Man, that kid, I'm so happy.
We play February 26th against the Heat. Not this Friday, it's the following Friday.
I got it Friday, February 25th.
I have it Friday the 26th, and the All-Star break is this weekend, isn't it?
Let me see. Hold on one second. I could be wrong. February. No, you might be right. Oh, it might be right. It might be our next game. It is after the All-Star break. So it looks like yesterday's disgusting thing was our last game before the All-Star game, and now we get to see Derrick Rose come back, and Tom Thibodeau must be thanking his lucky stars that Derrick Rose is coming back. And like I said, he ain't Michael Jordan, he ain't Kobe Bryant. He's a great player, our MVP of last year, our true MVP. But look forward to the offseason, guys. Unless something happens where the coach says, you know what, we're changing things up. We're bringing McBride, we're bringing Rose Quickly, Cam Reddish, and you just see something totally different, and we win. We're in for a long rest of the season, guys.
That's what this should do. You got nothing else to lose. You have about 23 games left of the year. And if you can get these young kids come in and they make even that play-in game, and they can motivate themselves to even get in, play another game after that, then you know what you got in these kids. But you're not going to know what you have in these kids until you play them. This is the stuff we've been talking about in our last 5-6 shows, that we need to get these youth pieces coming in. Obi Toppin, all these guys deserve a chance. And another thing I forgot to mention is I think Tom Thibodeau his welcome has worn thin with the Knicks players, including the rookies. The only person who's really talking them up is Randall, basically. Of course, he's a good coach. You're following him. Whatever. I'm not saying other kids or other players are talking bad about him, but when the players do not play hard for you and they start kind of giving up and you're losing the games the way you're losing, the only way you can affiliate that is by saying that this team is not getting it. And if they're not getting it, that means they're losing their faith in the coach.
Zenray, I don't have nothing else to say. Like I said, we got a couple of days off. We get to see the All-Star weekend. That should be fun. We get to see the All-Star game. That should be fun. And maybe from now to then, some decisions may happen. Kemba Walker being cut. Who knows? Like I said, just like Stephen A. Smith, my heart needs a break. We need to be repaired because this team just sucked the life force out of me. And I'm a Knicks fan. I've been through some stuff. I've been through Clarence Weatherspoon days as my starter. I've been through Terry Cummins. When the Knicks were bad, but never in my 40. I'm 40, so let's say 35 years of watching the NBA have I seen a team lose the way the Knicks have been losing after winning. And it's just crazy. I'm just baffled. I don't even know what else to say, guys.
I'll say this, and as much as myself and Juby and Knick Nation want to give up on this team, you don't give up on this team because we love the Knicks that much. But you never give up, guys. Never give up. So I know the best is still yet to come. As long as you have love, peace, and gratitude in your life. Zenry out. Juby?
Peace, my brother.
We'll talk soon, and we'll keep in touch between now and then. If anything comes up with any firings and stuff like that, we'll come on live quickly to share it with Knick Nation.
Sounds good. Everybody in Zenray Sports TV, thanks for having me. Zenray, thank you for having me as well. Be safe. And as always, family above everything, guys. Be safe out there.
Right.
All right, guys. That was Zenray with Zenray Sports TV. We got a couple of days off. We can recover from all this nonsense. Who knows what happens in the next couple of days, guys. But guys, if you check out this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up for your boys. Really appreciate it. We come on here because it's a passion of ours. But any support, share it with your friends. We would greatly appreciate it. Check out our social medias, our Twitter accounts for updated Knick news and everything else that might be coming soon to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to switch over to my Twitch account and play with my son some Fortnite. So please catch that. And as always, what I'm about to go do, family above everything, baby. Stay safe. Peace.
We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York